Hey everybody! Hopefully you guys are seeing this if you're in my private group. The one thing that I want to ask is that in my private group that we do not share this video. I think on my last private I totally forgot to mention that because the private stuff has to stay inside the group. So even sharing it to your page allows everybody else who isn't part of the paid group to be able to watch it. But you guys can come back into the private group. The videos will always be posted here for your reference. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know, but please do not share. This will be the only time I do not encourage you to share the video. So Steve's pulling up all our technology right now to make sure that everything's okay. Remember, there's a bunch of new people that joined this week, so this will be a new experience for them. The video angle is completely different when I actually get to start work on the wreath. Steve will zoom it in so you can actually just see what I'm doing, which is so much easier for me because then I'm not having to try to do stuff way over here when it's not natural to do that. So anybody on that you can tell?
Yeah, we've got Deanna Mustachio, Sharon.
Hi.
Mary Craft, Sheila Fortner is on.
Hi guys.
Santa Seacrest is on. Joy Giles is on. Don Krober is on. Sharon is on. She says hi. Gail is watching, and Donna Russo, David McLaughlin, Kathy Renison, Deborah Crawford, Connie Harris, Shirley Shaw. Hey everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get going on the start of the video. I've given you a couple teasers throughout the day. I showed you a little bit of the ribbon, and I know some of you had actually picked this up during St. Patrick's Day. So it's really awesome when you can actually start to think outside of different holidays. I'm sure you guys saw Steve's haul of a bunch of stuff that he picked up at Hobby Lobby's. So even picking up the Easter stuff, there's some Easter signs and stuff that I've seen that it is a pastel type of Easter or pastel type of summer. Like I have one sign that had the ice cream on it, said hello summer, and it was all done in pastels. And when he picked up that pastel 21-inch Deco mesh, I was already thinking, I know exactly where I'm going to use that. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm still looking for the ribbon because, as I'm sure you guys are pretty much aware of, a lot of the big wreath makers are buying large quantities of the supplies, and it's kind of leaving things for us, you know, a little on the thin side, or every time we go to click on it, it's sold out and it says it won't be back in stock for like 90 days, which really frustrates me. So trying to find different sources to help us meet the needs that we're gonna have. So for example, like taking this for St. Patrick's Day when it was like 80% off, this is awesome because you can kind of look at this and say, well, I could use it for Christmas, I could use it for summertime, and this is what we're kind of doing today. Today's is more of a summertime wreath or a transitional wreath, but just looking at those things from a different perspective, not for the holiday that they've manufactured it for, but for the holiday that that we could use, you know, extend the life of that type of equipment or materials. So before we start, do you guys have any questions at all? Because Steve's going to be doing my questions and answers. I'm not going to have my Kindle up today, so he'll be fielding everything for me.
Yep.
So
Hi everyone.
I know.
Sharon said, can't wait to see what you create today. Donna said she finally gets to watch it live. Donna Russo.
Awesome.
Gail said hi from Texas. Gail Sela said very frustrating trying to find supplies right now.
It is very frustrating, and I want you guys to right now, the focus for your shopping should be red, white, and blue. Everything for Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor's Day, Veterans Day. That will get you all the way through September on all of the patriotic holidays, and then looking for those bright pops of color like reds, orange, yellow, what is it, blue, like your primaries, like rainbow colors, because those are going to be predominant for you in the summer holidays.
Yep. Christine Shoop said hello.
Hi, Christine.
Karen Wagonneck is watching.
Hi, Karen.
Don Colbert. Oh, hi, Don. Santa Marie Machon, I think she's new, right?
Yeah.
Says hello, everyone. Sorry she's late. You're not late.
Nope, never late.
Pam Barrett said hi, Kat and Steve. And then Cheryl Perez says hi, Kat.
Okay. So we're doing this on a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame. So the setup you guys are pretty familiar with for the people that have been in my group for a while now. And watching on my public group, we have a tendency of using this, not just because this is the only wreath form I can do, it's just that from a cost perspective, if we can keep our materials cost low, then we can make our wreaths affordable, and if our wreaths are affordable, people will buy them. Because you don't want to outprice your stuff because your material cost is like $95, then you know you're not going to get much out of it at that point. So Dollar Tree wreath form.
And the 14-inch is very versatile too.
Yeah, it is, because by the time we finish, you're going to add about 4 inches on either side, so it's going to turn into about a 24 to 26 inch in diameter wreath, which is awesome, but they're only $1. And if you can't get them at your local Dollar Tree, go online to Dollar Tree and you can order them by the case. They come 24 to a box, and then you're good for quite a while. So on the Dollar Tree 14-inch wreath frame, you guys know that there's 6 sections. They're all separated by the weld mark. There's 4 different wire rails that go completely around. And in order to make this functional for us, using just about every single type of wreath method, from the poof to the ruffles to the curls, this setup works on a 14-inch without having to change anything. Unless your deco mesh is a little thin and you want to add more to that section, by all means add more. You know, don't just use this as a standard. But it doesn't require you to glue it, because we're actually, I'm looking at my color combination here, is that beige white. So in each section we're going to add 1 pipe cleaner to the very middle of the section, and I'm just tying it to the rail 1 and rail 2. So that makes our inner circle. So there's 1 in each 6 sections. Then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to wire in what I call rail 3 and rail 4, being the outermost one, and not up to the weld mark, but using our inner pipe cleaner and the weld mark as our guide, and just making sure that that kind of goes about halfway in between those. So as you guys can see, I've kind of color coordinated this because it'll help me remember what I'm doing when I go to mix my colors. So any questions you guys have on the wreath frame, the pipe cleaners, the setup?
Not so far. Kathy and Gail are just asking where they each live in Texas.
Oh.
And then Sheila says, can't wait to see what you're going to be making. I know it's going to be beautiful. And then Sue Grossenbach is watching. And hi, Sue. And then Jade Burke is watching. And Christina Sotomayor is watching. So they just jumped on.
Okay, awesome. So
I'm zoomed in right now, too. So.
All right, so you're all the way in here?
Yep.
Okay. So Steve's going to kind of keep it on what we're doing and not so much me, because this is what you guys get. That's one of our benefits about joining the private group, is a completely different camera angle, and it's one that you can see as if you were standing right here next to me and I'm showing you how to build this wreath.
So Sharon just asked, and you can do it still while you have the pipe cleaner, how do you keep them from moving?
Well, it's simple. Like when you wire the two together, it actually doesn't move. With this one, now it'll prove my point. If you wire them together,
you have to tighten it.
Yeah,
really tighten
between both of the rails, and this is where you want to kind of put just a touch of force on it, to where you wire them together, it won't slide. I mean, if I push it, it will, because this is a coated surface, so
but it
will
won't be
slide.
loose. But it won't be loose.
Yeah, so like if you just did it like, and this is sometimes what I see on some people doing their wreath frame, and they're wondering why their deco mesh is moving all over the place, is if you, no matter how tight you tie this, it's gonna move. So by tying the two together,
Yeah.
it creates more of a force to help your pipe cleaner stay where it's supposed to.
Right, and when you're doing the two together, really give it some tension to pull the two kind of wires together.
You can see they don't slide back and forth. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
So this is what you want when you're getting ready to build your wreath. So awesome question.
Yep.
So please feel free throughout this instructional, if you guys have questions, if you guys need some justification, why did you do something, by all means let me know, because that's what this is geared for.
So Evelyn is watching. She just joined, and Lindy is just watching.
Hi.
And then Christina said, "Hi ladies, I'm trying to close on her new house, and it's been difficult. Watching you makes her day. Thank you for sharing so much."
Aw. Okay, remember in this group, don't share. Because if you share, it goes outside the group and then everybody can watch it, even on your personal page. So you can like and do all the hearts and stuff, but this is the only time I won't ask you to share. Okay, so we are using 10-inch Deco mesh from, I'm trying to think, this is Craft Outlet. Actually, all of the 4 of them are from Craft Outlet. And the reason why I'm picking these basic methods is when the wreath crates roll out, these are going to be methods you can use to create your wreath. I just adding a 4th color just because I want to tie it in with what we're doing, but if you have your neutral or white, you kind of almost throw those out because it's a neutral. So we're going to ruffle the base in alternating colors between the beige and
I'm zoomed in, so.
okay, between the beige and the green. So this is just your poly jute Deco mesh cut to 12 inches. Was it 12? I believe so.
Yeah, pretty sure you did 12.
Yes, these are 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle them. So this one is going to be beige in the middle in this section with 2 of the, I guess it's called like a mossy green apple metallic green. It just looks really pretty because it's not that Kelly spring green. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of like an aged green. It looks like green apple green to me.
Like a Granny Smith apple.
Yeah. So I'm putting 1 in the middle, the beige in the middle, and I'm putting 2 green on either side of that section. And then when I move to the next section, it will be put 1 green in the middle and then 2 of the beige to the outside. So if you cut these, you're basically cutting 9 of each color. So 9 green and then 9 of the burlap because there's 6 sections of the wreath. And don't worry about the color coordinating of the pipe cleaner because it's going to coordinate with the ribbon at the very end.
Linda Fight is watching. She just joined, and then Karen also just joined.
Awesome.
Karen Williamson.
Thank you, ladies.
And then Lou, hi Lou.
Uh-huh.
She said, "Do you prefer Craft Outlet Deco Mesh?"
I do. Number 1, it's cheaper. So even their high quality Deco mesh, I think the most expensive Deco mesh that they sell that I've seen has been about $9 a roll. But I'm talking, that's like probably the highest quality Deco mesh you can get. It's very rubbery feeling. It's almost like a plastic coating, and it's done in like a ombre color. So it's gonna look really nice for like the fall. But I mean, that's the most expensive, and their basic, like no foil, no mess Deco mesh is like $2.95 a roll. So that beats any of like, you know, Joann's or Hobby Lobby, Michael's prices.
Yep. She said, "Okay, thank you."
Absolutely.
And then Vi just joined. Hi Vi.
Hi, Vi. So, like I said, in this next section, I'm doing 2 beige, 1 green. So the green's going to be the middle, and the beige is going to be on the outside. So I'm just scrunching them and then twisting them like twice. So what I should be doing is kind of prepping it so it makes it easier to lay them down in. And then these are all going to fan out anyway.
Great, Charlene. She says she's making a wreath as she's watching and listening to
Are
you.
you doing something similar? I wonder if
What colors are you using, Charlene?
So, again, we're just scrunching, you just find a middle point and just kind of pull it towards you. And then we're just going to place it face down. Should have moved that one out of the way. Into the pipe cleaner. And twist it so it's there. And now this section will be too green. It's like a 1.5. Yeah, I don't worry about them moving very much because I'm going to continue to put more and more stuff on them. So now we're back to our next section. So this is 2 green and 1 beige. So what was that like?
She's doing a burlap wreath for her mother-in-law.
Oh, awesome. So I try to just make sure these guys stay out of the way. So when you get ready to lay it, you can just plop it right in the middle.
Dawn, she asked, how do you keep your mesh from fraying?
Okay, this stuff that I have won't, because you have to cut it with a rotary cutter because it's made out of natural fibers.
Yeah, it's a polyjute fiber.
Yeah, so if you try to burn this with a wood burning tool, it will, if you burn it long enough, it will burn it, like literally burn it. But on the polyjute or Deco mesh, I do the wood burning tool.
Yep.
Just to kind of cauterize the cut edges.
And it works really good.
Yeah.
It probably reduces about 90% of the fraying.
It really does. So I'm going to move this one to the side. And here's my green one. Kind of don't want those ones in the way.
Hi Sandy. Sandy just joined from Humboldt, Texas.
Hi Sandy.
Bunch of Texans tonight.
I think it's just the perfect time. 5 o'clock for Central is like 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And then for the East Coast people, as long as I can, get it done pretty quick, it's okay for them too. So hard picking times when you have people from all over. So moving into my next section, it's going to be 2 beige. And
so Cheryl said, so you're placing all the ruffles perpendicular to the frame. Yes.
Yeah. So see, like these are my cut edges, and then these are the finished edges. So when I'm scrunching, my finished edges are going to be to the outside here and the outside here. So
outside and the inside, yeah.
Yeah. So this is where you're going to get a lot of play. This is where you would have a lot of fraying. So I try when I put my ruffles in to make sure they're face down so that you don't have that constant contact, which will cause it to fray. So we're just scrunching.
Everybody give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys can see everything. It looks like it's zoomed in pretty well.
Yeah. Is it okay for you guys as far as the video viewing area, I guess?
Hi, Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn.
She just said hi.
Yeah, it takes us a little bit.
I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up.
Okay, so you're good. And I'm lucky I have Steve here today. He can read my comments. I don't usually have him here with me on Wednesdays. He's usually traveling, but he's home. He traveled yesterday. Yesterday and the day before?
No, just yesterday. Well, the day before I just went down to Auto Club. And that was just like...
Oh yeah, because today's Wednesday. Yeah. What am I thinking? It feels like there's been too many days go by.
I wish it was Friday.
I know, right? Well, no, you'd be gone. Because you won't be here on Friday for our Friday Night Live. But we'll bring Tammy back. We'll have Tammy with us. She's going to fill in for Steve.
Oh, good. Sheila said great view.
Okay, good. So now we're into our next section. So it's going to be green, beige, green. So we're pulling this in. And can you do me a favor? Can you turn on my wood burning tool?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because I don't know why.
Are you short one?
It seems like I'm short a couple. And I calculated this, that if there's 2 in one and 1 in another, if you think about it, unless there's some over here. Yeah, they just got pushed over here, babe. I think I'm good.
Okay.
I thought I was running out short because I was like, where I'm looking, I'm like going to grab my supplies. I'm like, okay, I don't have any more green. But he just moved in with the other green that I had. So yeah, you would need 9 of each color in order to make sure that works. So
Karen said she could see fine, but it looks like you're going from the outer ring to the inner ring.
Yeah, I'm just going all the way around. So I just take the next one When I'm doing ruffles and I lay the ruffles this way, it's just nicer to fill in the gaps as you go around so that they lay the way that they should. If you did all the inners and then come back and try to do the outers, what I have found is that you're really fighting with the ruffles to get to the ones on the outside, or even if you do the outside, you're fighting to get to the ones on the inside. So I'm just going around and doing the next one.
Yeah, and then she's also alternating. So each section, on the inner ring, if she does the beige polyjus, then on the two outer ones, she'll do the green. And then in the next section, she'll do the green on the inner one, and then the two poly beige ones on the outside.
Yeah, I just was trying to mix it up a little bit. Because that's the base color I wanted to see was green and then beige and then green and then beige. So I finished this section. So this last one's going to be 2 beige and 1 green. So this will be beige, which is perfect. It's like alternating, kind of staggering, going up and down all the way around.
Yes, you can see the two sections that are done, they're green on the outside. So when she does the beige on the outside, everything will match. She's just alternating colors so everything looks even.
I'm just throwing you for a loop. I'm just trying to find different ways to do cool stuff. So this one was actually on my calendar. So if somebody had gone back and looked at the calendar of what I had posted in Kats Creations for a future, like what the month of April was going to look like. Of course, I don't, in our private group I can, but in the regular group I can't, because I don't have the knowledge, the foreknowledge to know what everyone's going to vote on. But this was listed for our group.
Yeah.
What we're making today.
Shirley, she put new subject. Sorry, if I put a picture on Etsy and get a better picture later, can you change it with the new picture?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can change pictures anytime you want.
You just go into your Etsy listing, because I do that all the time. A lot of times I just shoot the picture really quick at night to get it up there, just in case anybody was watching a live and wants to buy it. You just go into your Etsy listing in your shop manager, you just open it up like you're going to edit the page, and next to each picture, if you kind of hover your mouse over the picture, it gives you the option of like editing, enlarging, moving it, or there's a trash can. So if you're going to remove that picture, just trash it and then just upload a new picture. And you can click and drag and move them around in what order you want the customer to see those. Great question, though.
Karen just said, well, she was the one asking about going from the inner ring to the outer ring. She says she's just never seen that before.
Oh, it just is easier for me. Because I tried to do it one time. We were trying to put together a quick wreath for, I think it was a last minute Christmas gift for one of Steve's family members. So like everybody was helping. And everyone knew how to do the ruffles, but like I would have Steve do this section, Kaylee was working on this section, I was working on this section. And just trying to fight with going between an inner or an outer, for me it just works better to just go zigzag all the way around if you're just going to ruffle it. So, it's just less fighting that way.
And then Dawn said, love being part of this private group. It feels much more personal. Thank you.
Doesn't it feel like you guys are all sitting in my kitchen with me?
And then, hi Deborah. She said she's just getting in from a snowy, cold Ohio.
I'll take snowy. I'm just bringing the other colors back over here because I moved them to put them behind me.
And then, hi Dawn. Dawn's just joined. She's watching.
Hi, Dawn.
And Rosemary Mitchell also is watching. And then Karen asked, how do you come up with all this?
The mock-up, remember? It's always the mock-up, so there's always something to inspire you. And I'll share with you after I get the next layer done what my inspiration was on this. And then you guys kind of saw the mock-up, what I was doing, and we're going to be adding some curls and then ribbon, but it was either the sign or the ribbon that changed what I was going to do. So, without further ado, I'm just looking at my mock-up right now. I am going to be doing curls. So in one section, grab my Bodabra.
The mock-up. That sounds like it should be a movie or something.
The mock-up.
The mock-up.
The wreath makers. Wreath makers, best friends. And it's so funny, I don't understand why people don't do them more. because once you start a mock-up, it lays out the blueprint and tells you how much deco mesh to cut, how much ribbon to cut. It's kind of giving you like a preview. It's like a wreath maker's trailer, upcoming movie trailer.
Yeah, you haven't shown the mock-up yet, huh?
No, I can't, because then that gives it away. I'll show you the mock-up as soon as I finish putting curls
Maybe
in.
really quick.
No. No.
Sorry guys, I tried.
I know. So just based on what my mock-up looks like, it's telling me that the first one that I'm going to be doing is going to be white and green, and it's going to go on top of a green. Yes, I know that kind of almost flies in the face of why would you put that on top?
So Donna just asked, can you make a wreath in all ruffles with colors, with different colors instead of curls? Sure.
Yeah.
You just did that. You just did the mermaid.
The mermaid
wreath.
one yesterday. Yeah, that I showed you guys pictures of. It's just all ruffles.
Yep, she does it all the time. Because the ruffles, if you think about it, looks like waves.
Yeah, that's what I wanted it to do, is look like the different, like if I was drawing a picture of like under the sea, I would have just did different waves of different blues. So these are all 10-inch deco mesh, cut to 10 inches.
So
or
yes,
curls.
there was the question: are the curls 10 inches?
Yes.
10
Yep.
inches.
So this one is going to go on my beige.
Krista said, "Can you show the sign really quick? I was late and probably missed it."
Nope, because I didn't show the
She
sign.
hasn't showed it yet.
Because I'm making you guys hold out. I'll go quickly.
She's making it very suspenseful.
I am. So that you can see what my inspiration was. And this may pop up in a summer Cats Creative Crates. Right? Yeah. So,
Hi, Kathy Brown. She said, made it a little late. Don't worry about it.
because I've already started ordering stuff, believe it or not, for the summer crates. Can you believe that? Because I'm thinking some of those bigwig people that have a lot bigger budget than I do, they can go in and just buy massive quantities of stuff. They're going to start, yeah. I'm already seeing the primary colors already sold out.
Lou said she loves a surprise.
Okay. Isn't Willy, wasn't it Charlie in the Chocolate Factory? The best kind of surprise is a surprise?
Yep.
Right. Okay, I'm just double checking my mock-up. Okay, so the mock-up. The beige will always get the red plus the green. We'll see if this comes out the way I had planned it to be. So it's a metallic red. This is a mossy green, and then it's a metallic white. And this is all from Craft Outlet, so it's very thick. So it's not like that thin deco mesh that we're used to seeing at Michael's. So this is what you'll see. So I'm just kind of putting them in a crisscross pattern.
We should ask the question. So based upon what you see for the colors, what do you think the sign's going to be?
You're funny. You're trying to just take my surprise element away, aren't you? You're just trying to like be mean all day. Okay, so this one's gonna be white and green.
Deborah Crawford just asked, are you planning on showing us how to do a grapevine and floral wreath anytime soon?
Mm-hmm.
I got an order for one and not very confident in making them. Could use some tips.
Okay. I was trying to think.
Just PM you, right?
I'm trying to think. We did the spring one that's out there right now, the lavender one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking maybe that might help to kind of watch that and look at how you can lay the stuff down, how you plan for it. Beige. It's green and red. So yeah, every beige one I'm doing green and red. But yes, the answer to your question is yes. It's funny because out of all the ones that I've made so far, the grapevines are the ones that are not selling for me. I don't know why.
Yet.
Yeah.
Deco mesh is still really big, but yeah.
Fall will be huge for grapevine. Huge for grapevine.
Sandra Secret said, I have an idea what it might be.
Well, if you're smart, you go back and look at what I listed.
And Vi said, my guess is something with apples.
Oh, it could be.
Could
But no.
be. But no.
This would be a good base for apples.
It would, huh?
Yeah. I think I would go a darker green now. That's just me.
Yeah.
Did that one, I want red. Yeah, I'm going to, can you turn on the wood burning tool?
You be sure on it.
I think so. Oh, no, I have it behind me. I didn't pull it off.
Oh, okay. I'll pull it over.
Yeah. I only grab so much because every time I go to grab one, they roll off the end of the counter. Because as I push my wreath forward, it pushes them off the counter. So you puts them in front of me. So I keep them all to the side.
I was gonna go. Here's a sign.
No,
Look.
don't. Stop. You're just ruining my surprise.
No, I had it upside down.
It's like the wreath crates. I am getting the boxes. When are we getting the boxes? We're getting the boxes today. I'm super excited because once we have the boxes, I'm getting an order from Craft Outlet Thursday and one on Friday, and then I'm getting one from the Wreath Shop on Saturday. So maybe on Friday I might show you guys some of the stuff that we've ordered that might be appearing in your wreath crates.
Mm-hmm. So Pam and Deborah said strawberries. Maybe, maybe not.
Doesn't this? No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I almost said something. I was being nice.
Donna said, do you look for signs to get your inspiration before purchasing your deco mesh? Not always.
No. This one was, I had the sign. I was just digging through my sign bin and thinking, okay, I really need to start utilizing some of this stuff that I have. Because, I don't know, I think for wreath makers, we find signs and ribbons and deco mesh instead of shoes and purses. I've never been a shoe person, so I'm constantly looking at signs, embellishments, prices, because I know where all the price points need to be in order to make a decent profit. And first of all, too, congratulations for some of you selling your first wreath. That is amazing.
Yeah, woohoo, congratulations.
I know.
First of many, hopefully.
Exactly. I think it was Kathy that says that she had just posted one just to get her Etsy store open and it sold.
Good job.
Guys, got to get your inventory up there, which means you got to be making a lot of wreaths. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
doing.
sometimes Kathy just gets the inspiration from ribbon, or she gets the inspiration from just the color of the deco mesh, and then she just goes from there.
Well, originally when I was doing this one, I grabbed a darker deco mesh color, and then I said it kind of looks too much like Christmas. So I'm just.
Oh, you had a darker green.
Yeah, I had like the color green that's in this ribbon. I had pulled the darker green.
Gotcha.
And then when I looked at it, I was looking at red, green, and white. I'm like, that looks like Christmas.
Yeah, I like that plaid green. It's really pretty.
Don't you guys think that we should make some wreaths and do Christmas in July? Do you guys think that that would be? I think customers are going to start doing that or start looking for that.
Oh, Kathy said it was her Easter wreath, and she sold it on Easter Day.
I know, that's crazy.
That is. That's awesome
But
because
that's good.
typically, if you have that extra product on Easter, they're typically not going to sell unless you really mark them down.
But you know
So
what?
good job.
I say keep it up there. So if you guys have Easter ones and you don't really feel like tearing them down, put it up there on Etsy. You'd be surprised at what sells in the off months. Like right now, people are thinking, oh, I'll just score on my Easter for next year. And they pick that up. Just like we sold the one Christmas wreath in January. So you just never know what motivates people to buy.
Marie Kraft just said, I just got a cute apple sign from Jane's Front Door Decor.
Oh.
She's making a wreath for an apple crazy friend.
See, this would work. But you could do like red, green, and yellow, because those are like the colors of the apples.
Yep.
So it would pick up like all your Golden Delicious, your Red Delicious, your Granny Smith.
So that can go like right there. It's in the shot. And then
Oh. You're good. And just rolling away.
And then Sharon asks, is there a video that we can watch about starting an Etsy store?
Yes. It's on our private group page. If you go to the file section, it's weird because there's no video section on the menu for the private group. if you go into the file section, there's a file folder that says videos, and you just pull that one open. I did opening your Facebook business page first, and then getting your Etsy store going second, because you're gonna wanna link your Facebook business page to your Etsy page to drive buyers to either go directly through Etsy or to contact you privately on Facebook.
Yep. Sheila Fortner said, love Christmas in July. And then Joy said, grilling hamburgers, cookout, lettuce, ketchup, onions, bun. That's kind of what that looks like, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks like a hamburger
It
wreath.
totally does. Oh my. It really does. Now she's going to completely change my whole viewpoint. I'll be like, doesn't that look like? It does.
There's no yellow, though, for mustard.
But it doesn't matter. Here's our bun. Here's the onions. That is crazy. Oh, that's cute. That would be a really cute idea, like a barbecue wreath.
It does. It looks like lettuce, ketchup, onions, bun.
Now it's like totally changes everything. Now every time I look at that, that's what I'm thinking, and not what I had originally intended. So, again, I'm just using this to hold it. So, digging.
Yeah, Sharon. So definitely, check out her other video on the Etsy shop, and then while you're watching that video, you can have your Etsy, you start and put your shop together on Etsy and just follow along.
Who was that, Sharon?
It's Sharon Wursler. Yeah.
Sharon, do you have a
Sharon
Facebook?
Wursler.
Do you have a Facebook business page right now? That will always be my first question. Do you have an existing Facebook business page?
We'll wait. We'll give her a minute to type
Even
in.
if you don't intend to sell on your Facebook business page, you will need one. It's weird. Like, I learned after the fact. I want to make sure that my colors. Okay, this was red.
She said no, she does not have a Facebook business page.
Okay, so your homework, because my group already, well, some people in my group, there's a lot of people who are just making it just for their own use. So, yeah, I'm going to need another couple. These burned. You need to go and research on Facebook and on Etsy and on Google the name of your proposed, potential business name. I did mine all backwards. I got all excited because I was doing a craft show and I was like, oh, I have the perfect name. So I'm saving you guys the headache from having to do it the way I did.
What are you missing?
Well, I'll show them how to do a burn. Because, let's see, I need red, green, and then a red and a green. So I need two greens and a red. Okay, so back to your homework. Go on Google, go on Facebook, go on Etsy, go on all your social media go-tos. Like, everybody goes to Facebook, obviously. I'm going to move this out of the way. Did you?
Sorry for reaching.
This will take a second to pop back up. I'm like short 2 red and a green. I have all my white, which is off. Okay, homework. Sorry. Besides Facebook, what is your go-to social media? Your next social media interest. Like for me, if I'm not on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Or if I'm not on Facebook, it's Pinterest. So you'll need an additional social media outlet because that's going to be your free marketing venue. That's going to drive even more traffic to your Facebook page and to your Etsy page. I'm just waiting for my metal, the wood burning tool to heat up.
Yeah,
so it
so
takes
for now,
about a minute.
I'll zoom back out.
When you do that, run your potential name through the Google search window and just search for it and see if anyone else has it. Obviously for me, Kats Creations, there's a ton of them. So I'm already one of like 20 or 30 different Kats Creations. But run your name in the Google search bar, make sure nothing comes up there. And a lot of times Google will throw out like Kats something else, creation something else. It doesn't mean that that's taken. It just means that those words are used in that popular search. So if you got a good one, like, I don't know, K&S Enterprises we did on our sample. Nobody had it. We Google searched it. We Etsy store searched it. We Facebook searched it. It didn't come up. So it was a good name to use. So that was great for our sample. So make sure that potential name does not exist in Facebook, does not exist in Etsy, does not exist in Google, because Google it works hand in hand with Facebook as being the largest social media outlet there. So it's going to drive traffic into a Facebook, and then it goes like to the next second popular, next third popular. So if you got a good name and it doesn't exist, then watch the Facebook business page video. It's only, I think, like an hour. It walks you through exactly how to set up your Facebook business page.
So Sharon already said she already did the research on the business name. So
Okay,
that's
so
good.
the name's good?
Yep.
Okay.
I guess.
So if the name is good, then go to the Facebook video and set up your Facebook business page. It's going to be something separate from your personal page, but you can link them together because it's going to show that Sharon works at whatever her company is.
Okay, so there's a couple questions coming in. So
Okay.
Marie Craft said, can you set up an Etsy shop on a Kindle? She doesn't have a laptop. That's a good question, Marie.
Yes, I believe you can, because there is an Etsy sellers app and there's an Etsy regular app, like an Etsy shopping app, because I have that on my iPhone. I have the sellers app that I can go in and manage, like if I wanted to list something out and about while I'm out and about.
But she's on a Kindle, so they don't know if they have the same apps.
They should. There should be an Etsy sellers app and an Etsy shop app, but you should be able to do it that way.
So what you could also do is just ask a friend or a family member if they've got a laptop you can borrow and set it up that way.
Or go to the library. The public
Yeah.
library has them for free.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm
And
gonna.
Christina said, okay, time for the sign.
I know.
And
Okay,
then,
I gotta burn.
yeah, okay,
What
so
is that?
Pamela said, how do we get the shop now button?
Okay. Watch my Facebook video. I got to burn, and then I'll answer some more questions. It's in the Facebook business page.
So watch your video on the Facebook, how to set up a
Facebook business page
Facebook
walks you through
business
it
page. Yep.
exactly. Like I screenshot everything. I didn't even do it like me on a computer. I actually like shared my screen and showed you guys how to walk through setting it up. Okay, so I'm not doing white.
Okay, and then Karen asked what tip is best to use on the wood burning tool. Right now we have one that has just a really
Can
good
you see
point
that?
to it. It's almost like a calligraphy point.
It looks like a pin.
Yeah, it looks like a pen. Now there is a couple that also have like a very thin point, but that one works pretty well.
Yeah, you can get one that has like a little pointer. This one's kind of like an angled edge.
Yeah.
So if I hold it this way,
Yeah, you can
it's
see
like
it.
that
Yeah.
and like that. I just like it this way because then I could just draw it straight down. And this is just a tempered glass cutting board that we got from Walmart. I think it was like $5.97. So one side is textured and one side isn't.
Yep.
So it allows you to see your grid marks right through the cutting board. And I usually set up the edge right on the 1 inch mark. So here's my 10-inch line. So I usually will roll this out, making sure that my edge here and my edge over here is straight. I gotta make sure I get it in my hand like a pin, because you want to stay away from the tip because you will burn yourself worse than hot glue. So I still have one. Yeah, my burn is still there. So just be careful with it. And then you're gonna, can you zoom in as close
Yeah.
as you possibly can?
Yep.
If you guys look at your Deco mesh, there's like little grids, like really small, finite little grids. And if you're looking at your Deco mesh, sometimes they go like this.
There you go.
So you're gonna pick a point on your 10-inch Deco mesh, and you're gonna stay and follow the line, the little grid pattern, all the way down.
So even if the Deco mesh is wavy, you kind of follow the wave.
Yep. So you just stay in the lines all the way down, and you can see it's kind of turning, and then that's it. So it cauterizes the end, but it also makes a perfect cut.
Yeah.
So unlike cutting it with the Deco mesh, it's a perfect cut. So again, you just pick a a point where it says 10 and you don't follow the line on the grid map, you're staying in the lines of that little path all the way down. So I know I needed 2.
Hi, Mary. Mary Wood is watching.
Hi, Mary.
And then Pamela did a good thing. She uses a metal ruler to guide the tip.
Yeah,
That's also a good idea. Yep, and helps keep it in place.
But if you follow the line will make your cut straight rather than trying to just follow the line on the cutting board, because your Deco mesh, when we roll it out, it just kind of waves. So I think that was it. That's all I needed. That's red and green.
And then Gail said she set up a business page last year when she came up with a name, and then I will post all her items I want to sell or she wants to sell. I was also able to get a business name in a Gmail account too. She lucked out. Good job, Gail.
Let me move this to the side. Because it's best if you just, see I got a small cutting board just for the glass thing so that I can leave this for my main one. So I'm going to do green and white. No, red and white. That's why I cut 2 red. But yeah, if you could, like, those are all great things to do. Get your business, your Gmail address set up for your business. But the order should be, do the search, have a name, Facebook business page. You can go and get the Gmail address so that you can register all your stuff with that business name. Like I have a Cats Creations Gmail one. And then I also have, a Cats Creations regular email. So this, wait a second. Did I do this right? I needed the red and the green. Yeah, I did. It's just the next one that I'm putting in.
Shirley said her eyes can't follow the line of the mesh.
It's hard. It's really hard. Do the best that you can. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, so you might be better off following the ruler line then and getting a metal ruler like Pam said.
Yeah.
Good job, Pamela. And then Donnie said, sorry for all the questions. She has 12-inch roll of mesh, probably from Joann's.
Yeah. Michael's.
Can you use that for the base in Ruffles and then have 10 inches for the top layer?
Absolutely.
Sure.
You can do a whole 12-inch Deco mesh wreath with what you have. It does not have to change up.
It's just best to try not to use the 12-inch in the curls because they end up being really long.
This one is my last one. And then I can show you what my inspiration was.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sound effects now? That means I have to change my thing, my materials list, because I try to do materials list as I'm building and cutting. So this is what it looks like. The hamburger bun with lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Seriously, that is just going to totally haunt me. So if I was doing watermelon, what I would probably do is I would substitute the beige for black. Like how watermelons have the black seeds. I would probably keep these colors like red, white. I'd probably go darker green and then add black for watermelon. So, Steve's gonna bring my sign. So, it wasn't really my inspiration, I just knew I had it. Like when I ordered the chicken, the egg one, and the milk one. Are you zooming back out?
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm back out.
This is inspiration.
Lindy, you are correct.
So, farmers market strawberries. So, fresh strawberries. Just because, I don't know, I remember going to the strawberry festival out here in California. So I've had this in my inventory since January. And so I thought, you know what? I ordered a whole bunch of these for our summer wreath crates. So there's going to be some peaches, some watermelons, some lemons, some strawberries. So these will be making an appearance in the crates. So just keep an eyeball out for these. You won't know, it'll just be in the summer crate.
You are welcome, Donna. She said, thank you. I'm so glad I joined this group.
Awesome. Okay.
That's what we're here for.
So what I'm going to do is, because the holes here, it comes with the holes already attached, and this came from the wreath shop. Now I've seen these in Craft Outlet, But be careful because there's ones that say that they're made with the metal, the compressed or galvanized metal, and then there's ones that are done on wood. You don't want the wood ones because if a customer's going to put it outside, the wood's going to warp. It's not going to last as long, and this will. So it's not, it'll fade, but
It'll last longer.
it'll last longer. And then attach your business card. You guys should be getting business cards too. Go to Vistaprint. It's like $20 and you get 500 of them.
Yep.
And you can put all your crazy images you want on them.
And even if the sign, if you wanted to keep it outside, you could just spray lacquer with a clear coat the top of it, and it would last longer.
What?
If you just clear coated the top of the sign, it would last a little bit longer
I
outside.
would just leave it. I would just leave it. We're gonna have to do it.
Christine said my kitchen is done in strawberries.
Okay, so this will give you a huge inspiration. So I'm just using the existing hole that it comes with, so it's top and bottom, and I'm just using white pipe cleaner because it kind of coordinates with this as best as I can. And pop this through the other side. Wow, B. So they're having a sneezing fit. And then this is going to go in the center of our wreath. Just like so. So I'm going to pull the curls back. Well, I'm going to put the sign in there first, and then I'll start yanking the curls that are in the way. So
I'm going to
they
zoom
can
back in a bit.
Soften our
Zooming
sign.
in.
So you can see all I'm doing is just grabbing my curls, pulling them out. If you need to, push your hand in there and grab your curls.
So Donna, these signs came from the Wreath Shop.
Yeah.
TheWreathShop.com.
It'll be in the materials list momentarily. I will make sure that you get copies of that. So now I'm just going to feed this through down into my Deco mesh and hopefully get it to pop out. Because we ruffled the base, it should be really easy to grab them. So I want this to come down a little further, but I'll make the adjustment. Now remember I told you it has to go through at least 2 of your rails. Right now they're basically on the same. This one's in, what is it? Between 2 and 3, and this is between 3 and 4. So I'm just gonna take this one and push it in there.
So this is since this is the private group, I'm going to post the website for the Wreath Shop.
Sure. It's on their materials list too. I've hyperlinked everything. But this is really the only thing that I've gotten from the Wreath Shop for this tutorial. Now some of these you're not going to be able to pull all the way out. These guys came out. Twist him. He popped out. I've never had one do that.
See, you're only twisting them once. You need to
I'm
make sure
twisting him twice.
twisting them twice.
I did twist twice.
So Cheryl said, when you say outside, does that mean even if the door is under a porch or actually exposed to weather, sun, rain? Mainly under a porch.
Yeah. Okay, let me see where these are going to fit. And I'm pulling these out so that this will go.
Sandra says she thinks she has all those colors of mesh. Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, these are almost like these you can get all these colors at, what is it, like Michael's. See, it's back to doing that same thing. So you can move.
I don't know that.
Thank you, Echo.
That's our Echo. Talks back to us.
It eavesdrops on our conversations. Okay. So.
Hi,
now
Diana.
I'm gonna
Diana
fidget.
Turner. I think she was on earlier, but she's watching.
Okay. So I'm just sitting here spinning these around. Obviously, some of these you're not going to be able to grab all of them, but you want to get as many of them out as you can. So I'm just spinning it around and looking, like this one here. I can pull them out. And usually
Hi, Denise. She just joined too.
spinning, spinning, spinning. Like those two are going to stay under there because some of your pipe cleaners are going to be used, and I usually push them down to find my middle.
So I'll zoom back out a bit so you can show them.
Yeah.
Kind of stand it up.
Still can't help but think lettuce, tomatoes, onions. I swear, now I'm like, that's all I can think of.
Denise is all, oh my god, I finally was able to log on.
So that's it for now. So that's just our sign on top of this. You could probably go with like a 16-inch, and it'll just give you a little bit 2 inches further on the outside.
16-inch
But I just did a
wire
14-inch. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the sign's 12, so it fits in the center of your wreath frame perfectly.
Yeah.
So this is your 12 inches.
Okay.
So now we're going to go back in and put in our ribbon. So let me put these to the side. And then ribbon is here. So while I had the sign, I had been shopping for a bunch of stuff. Like I knew I wanted to do a strawberry one. So I had actually gotten the red with the white polka dot. This was from the ladybug wreath I did. So I had bought this for that. But I thought it makes perfect things for the strawberry because it's like almost the strawberry seeds.
Where is that from? Where'd you get most of the ribbon from?
Craft Outlet. The plaid came from Michael's. And then the strawberries came from Craft Outlet. So I've had this ribbon forever too because I got it to go with the sign. And then this is also from Michael's. So these were St. Patrick's Day's leftovers, but they made perfect
Yeah, they match.
complementary along with
The tails.
the tails. Okay, so now you guys want to see my mock-up because I can share it with you now. That was my mock-up. So I was like, I want to do it like this, but then toggle in each section something different. And then somebody asked me, what do you do with the Dollar Tree wreath frames that break, like this one?
Yep.
That you can't fix
You
because
use
I'm
them
not
for
a
your
spot
mock-ups.
welder. Use them for your mock-ups. That's exactly what they're for.
I can still try to solder it or weld it. But
Yeah, Tammy's husband has a welding machine, so I was like, we should try to see if he could fix it, but
Yeah.
it's not a major deal.
Shirley said Michael's Mesh is $5 this week with a 20% coupon. Good through Saturday.
See?
Awesome. And then Sandra said, looks beautiful. Diane said, I'm going to watch the replay. She missed tonight. You're still on? We're still going to be here for a little while?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can always go back and watch replay.
So now, in the ones that I have, and I have it right here, the ones that are white with red, it's going to get a tail. So let me find white with red.
Denise said, hello from Pismo Beach. Oh, Denise, I love Pismo Beach.
Oh yeah, she just joined.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's our white. So I'm just putting in a 10-inch ribbon tail. Just like so.
I can't remember the name of that one restaurant I used to love up there. With our whole family.
You'll think of it by that
Yeah.
time. And then it gets the strawberry ribbon. So the white with the red Deco mesh curls get this combo. So every single one that I have that are red and white will get this exact combo. And
Donna said Michael's only has 12-inch mesh or 21-inch mesh. They have 10 and a half, I think.
I don't think so. I think Michael's is only 12.
Oh.
Joann's has 10-inch. They also have 10 and a half too. But I'm almost positive because that's what throws us off is when we go to pull the Deco mesh tubes out and we're like, wow, this is really big. And this is great ribbon because the strawberry ribbon is
thick.
it's like an outdoory type of, it feels plastic almost. Do you feel it?
Just to confirm,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear the album Almost Complete.
Echo, stop. See, it's always listening. Okay, now on white with green, well, let me add this one here. So the red and green gets the green, the thin 1.5 inch in diameter.
Gail said she used that green ribbon that you are using now for
This?
St. Patrick's Day,
Uh-huh.
and it kept splitting it.
Really?
Huh. Might have just been a bad roll. It's probably
wait
the
a minute.
2.5 inch, huh?
This one, splitting,
Yeah.
I noticed that too because I had the canvas ribbon, the one that I used that had the red stripe and then it was canvas on the outside. When I was going to pull to feather out like here,
Yeah.
the minute I went to grab it and pulled it, it split. So I noticed that too.
Yeah, Shirley just said she just returned their 12-inch at
Okay.
Michael's No 10, and then even Sharon said she's not crazy about Michael's mesh.
No, neither am I. It's thin, very thin.
Yep, and then Sharon said loved how that's all coming together.
So, okay, so the red and green ones get this plus this is red and green. So wherever there's red and green on my, on my wreath, I'm putting this with the red, and I'm just doing the chevron. So get
So you're doing the inch and a half?
Yeah,
behind,
this is an inch and a half
inch
and
and
an
a
inch and a half.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All day long.
I'll zoom in again so everybody can see it.
And then the red and white.
Is that good, guys? You can see it?
This is red and white. We're doing this color.
Or gals.
We are doing this color again with strawberry.
Hi,
Is that
Deanna.
part red and
Deanna
white?
just joined again. Mustachio.
She's in and out. So here's my ribbon. And then I'm adding this because it's red and white tube. And here's a red and white tube. That's just the way this side of the wreath turned out.
Shirley said her ribbons don't always stay where she wants them to. What's the trick with them?
What do you mean they don't stay? Are you twisting them fairly good? Because I'll put one good twist in to secure it, and then like when I'm just finishing off my ribbon, see, I just tuck my tail behind there. And then I can yank on these pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to do that with the canvas tails because...
So you see where the curls are, and you can see where the pipe cleaners are. That's how she fills that gap. Is she puts in the
The
tail.
half, the
She puts
chevron.
in the tail, and then she puts the half loop.
Exactly. And so this is green and red. So we're doing these.
Hi,
So-
Stacy. Says Stacy Van Camp is watching. She
Hi,
just joined.
Stacey. She's new too.
Yeah. And then Debbie McLaughlin. I think she was on earlier, but she's back on.
Okay, so see, when I'm doing my tail, I
Oh.
push it all the way in.
Yeah.
And then I grab this. I don't worry about whether or not it's bunching. And I just cinch that in there really good.
She just says she means the way they curl.
Well, like these,
Yeah.
you just gotta sit here and just play with them.
Play with them.
Yeah, sometimes they get pinched towards the pipe cleaner, but you just gotta kind of baby them a little
Stacy
bit.
said, "Hi guys." Hi,
Hi,
Stacy.
Stacey.
Thanks for joining.
So you can kind of see where we've got this one going. 3, 4, 5. And I always twist them 5 times.
Yeah, and when she's done with the 5th one, then she cuts it off, and then she bends,
See, I take this
Bends
and
it
I just
over.
take it and tuck it behind.
and then she
everything.
fluffs.
Yep, take it and switch this one around because it's upside down.
Yep.
Just like so. And I usually just put my fingers underneath to kind of make them bow, like get them to bow out this way. Because the more you take your ribbon and do this, the more it just
Curls.
curls by itself. And so this is red and green.
Shirley said mostly on the poof method. I guess she has a problem with them staying.
The
You just got to
poof-
make sure your pipe cleaners are tight. On the 2, if you do the intersection frame 1 and 2, you really have to tie them tight together, and then same with 3 and 4.
Well, I know where she's struggling because when you're doing the poof, it's so deep in there.
Yeah, it wants to push them out.
Because when I was doing the mermaid one last night, because I did it like 4 layers thick, it was really hard to get that ribbon to come out. But if your poof is really deep, just make, like when you're doing your mock-up, like I'll do my mock-up with a poof, and I'll do 3 poofs on like here. Like I'll put my poof,
You have
like
to-
starter,
you have to show it closer a little bit. There you go.
start my poof here, and then drag it over, pipe cleaner, put another one here, do another poof, pipe cleaner, let it hang, and then play with this portion of it and see how deep your ribbons, how deep your poofs are. If you're going to put another layer of deco mesh on top, or you're just going to do ribbon, see if when you add your ribbon, is it going to be deep enough to pop out? Because 10-inch may not work. You might have to go to a 12-inch on a poof.
And then Rick Clyburn is watching.
That is Karen.
Hi, Karen. Or Rick.
No, it's Karen.
Just kidding. Hi, Karen.
Yeah. And then there's Bella. So, here's my red and green. So with red and green, I am dot with the plaid. So I'm just following my pattern all the way around.
Dawn said she's got to go. She has to get up at 3. Gorgeous wreath. Good night. Good night, Dawn.
Good night, Dawn. We'll post the replay when we're done.
Get some sleep.
I'm just sitting here pulling, fluffing. And I just like the ribbons to come out when I'm doing the outer part. So this is red. So this is going to be the thick one. I don't even know why I'm sitting here doing that. Anyone with white in it gets the thick one.
There you go.
I don't know why I kept looking at that going, why is that like that?
So once again, at the end of the post, once we post it, she'll put the material list on there for you guys and have all the
Yeah, I've got to
sizes
make
and-
the corrections.
Yep.
So that you don't come up short like I did this time. Make sure that it all came up. So strawberry. So it'll look super cute. I like the way the mock-up came out. So I like ran in there and showed Steve. I'm like, what do you think? Does this look cool? Do you think I picked the right color greens? Do you think I picked the right color red? Because it's always good, like I said, to be thinking ahead. And then just watching, constantly on the lookout. Like, I forget who gave us the Kohl's tip. That was such an incredible deal.
Yeah.
So here I have red and green. Well, there's white, so I know that needs this. So it's just setting its own pattern. Its own weird pattern. And I'm going to save an area of it to potentially put a bow in it. So I was telling Steve, I think it needs a bow. To
Donna
kind of-
said she loves the bright cheery colors.
the strawberries.
Yeah. Just the cherry colors. It's bright.
Yeah. See, things I think are going to trend this year will be your pink flamingos. As much as people might hate pink flamingos, I think that's going to be big in the summer. So start looking for flamingo stuff. Start looking for your hot pink ribbons.
Well, I think this farmhouse is going to stay big all year too.
Oh yeah.
Any of the farmhouse stuff, strawberries, apples.
Well, even
lemons,
like when we sold the chicken one,
the chicken wreath. Yeah.
I saved a sign because I think it's going to come back in the fall. So I'm holding on to that one, thinking it's probably going to make a comeback in the fall. Same thing with the dairy one. So I'm going to save this one. Usually when I'm thinking a bow, I'll just twist it together so I know as I'm going along, don't put anything there. So here is this.
Are you going to put a bow in?
Yeah. Remember I told you this one needs a bow right here. I think it needs, because it needs something. And then putting our red in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What other questions do you guys have while I'm just sitting here tying on ribbon loops?
Yeah, there's just people coming back in and dropping, coming back in. So Sharon just said so pretty. Like I said, Donna said she loved the bright cherry colors. And then Joy came back on and Sue
That's our
came
bow.
back on.
Okay. So,
Donna said, are you using one tail and 1/2 bow in each tie?
yeah, but
Yes.
the color combinations are changing. So wherever I have the white, I'm doing the canvas.
So wherever you have the white, you're doing the 2.5 inch
The 2.5 inch
green
with,
plaid
with the strawberry
with
ribbon.
the strawberry ribbon.
Yeah.
And then wherever you have the red or the green.
The red and green together
Yeah.
is just the 1.5.
1.5 inch green with the 1.5
polka
inch
dot.
red polka dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're gonna make me, you're gonna throw me for a loop. I gotta make this not look like a hamburger. So I need to add some strawberries.
So the 2.5 is cut to 10 inches.
All the tails are
All the tails are cut to
to 10.
10 inches, and then the
Half
other
those.
ones, the half loops, are cut to 12.
Yes. Cut to 12. So we're sitting here, because remember I said that's going to be our bow. So I'm just going around. So here's white, and white gets canvas. So I'm almost all the way around.
Kathy said, I really love your half bows instead of all the long tails everyone else uses.
It's so weird because I keep watching other people do their wreaths and I'm like, what are they doing with the holes? Because I'm like, even if you put 2 ribbons in there and you fan them out, like if I was just to put this in here, I'm like, it just, for me it seems incomplete. Like I wanna fix that. I wanna put something in there.
Yeah.
So you can do half bows, or like when I did the mermaid ones, I added seashells or starfish. I just added something to fill the hole.
And then Lindy said, are you only putting ribbons around the outside?
Probably.
Probably, because the sign is pretty large. So I don't think you'd be able to see the ones on the inside.
There's a couple, but I'll go through and take the pipe cleaners out, like right in here. There's one. There's a couple I've added where they've stuck out, like right here. There's one that was on the inside that I could see. So I've done it that way.
Hi, Sunshine. Sunshine's just watching.
Awesome.
And then Donna said she agrees. She loves the look. Otherwise, they look like it needs something if you don't put those
It's like a missing.
half
It's like,
bows in there. Yeah.
it's like looking at a
There's a
jigsaw
gap.
puzzle and there's a piece missing.
Yeah,
It
there's a
doesn't
gap.
matter how great the picture is or like what the rest of it looks like. I'm like, there needs to be something there.
Yep. It helps fill that gap or the void.
Yeah, and I think we even did that on one of the videos when we did the wreath crisis dilemmas. Like, what do you fill it with if you don't know what to put in there?
Mm-hmm.
We did a couple different ideas. Like, you could do like half bow, and I've shown you this before if you're not a pro on doing your bows, but you can get these down pat. You can do a half bow and half bow, and then make a full bow. So you could technically do that all the way around and look really cute.
Yeah, you could.
But I'm not. But I should. One of
Yes.
these days I need to.
Gail said, when will Steve make a wreath with you side by side?
I don't know, Steve. He was picking out his signs today. So I said, because I was ordering signs, I'm all, hey, do me a favor and come over here and look at this and pick out a sign so we can do our competition. You
Yeah.
can pick out your sign. But that lady just seems like she's super busy and like she's not going to get her signs out for a while. Because I'm trying to negotiate trade deals now. I'm trying to find vendors that we can do like a once a month thing. Like you go to this sign company and they'll give us 20% off this month. And then we'll do a different, like find a different way of saving money.
So Karen said, Kat, thanks for noticing I am Karen, not Rick, my husband.
Exactly.
Karen,
Sometimes,
you need to get your own page.
No, I knew that because I saw her come through on my Etsy. So, and then she reached out and messaged me. So I know that people who have, I don't know, I can't say that. Because do we have any guys right now that follow besides you?
Just Marty, I think.
Yeah, but Marty's a friend.
Yeah. Just Marty.
A friend we've never met.
Yeah. I think Jude's come on from time to time, but that's just.
Oh, and your friends will.
Yeah.
Because Steve shares everything on his page, so they'll come.
So Stacy has a question. She's about to start cutting the Deco mesh with the wood burning tool, or try, haha. On the brown burlap Deco mesh, like I see in this
like
wreath.
this?
Does the wood burning tool work on that as well?
No.
No.
Because it's natural fibers, it will burn literally to the point that if you left it too long, it would ignite.
Anything that you see,
Like this.
yeah, anything that you see when you're buying it that either says burlap or polyjute, you cannot use the wood burning tool because it's a fabric. Anything else that's just plastic Deco mesh or premium or basic, you can use the wood burning tool.
Yeah, just can't have any natural fibers in it. It just won't, I guess with the wood burning tool, we're just melting the plastic around the,
Correct. Yeah.
melting the plastic around the cut edges.
It's basically cauterizing the edges.
We're just
And
melting
it can't really do that on fabric. It just smokes it.
Yeah, and make sure you're doing it in a well-ventilated area, because sometimes the plastic will stick to the edge of the wood burning tip and it'll just keep melting it until it's gone. So you'll see like a vapor come off of it, so don't inhale it.
Jane Lidberg said, I tried placing Deco mesh tubing in that hole, It helped a little, but what you've just shown with the bows looks much better.
The
Can't
little
wait to try it.
chevron. Yeah, these are so easy because it's just almost like the little self-awareness bow.
It's like an awareness bow, yeah.
But when you put it in there, you've got one side here and one side here. So you're going to have to take that when it's in there and just twist it so both right sides are facing the right direction.
Yep.
So now I'm just going around and just adding these little pieces where the pipe cleaners are sticking out. So I'm just adding little filler ribbons to these.
Good job. So Stacy said, got it. Thanks for the tips. No problem.
Absolutely.
And then Lindy said, is it necessary to use the wood burning tool on the 10-inch mesh from Craft Outlet or just use on Hobby Lobby mesh? No, you used it on all the Deco
I've
mesh.
used it on all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I've like almost become a firm believer of using my wood burning tool on Deco mesh.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It just helps it, either if it's Craft Outlet, which is a better quality, or the Hobby Lobby, it keeps it from fraying.
4, 5. I'm just going around.
Sandra McBride Ellison is watching. Hi, Sandra.
Hi,
She just
Sandra.
joined.
I'm trying to see if Steve's gonna guess which people are new. Names that he doesn't recognize. He does really good. So I'm just going through. This is gonna be my bow. And I have one right here. So this is red and green, and I need to cut more.
Do you?
Well, because I have them on my thing.
Oh, on your
My
mock-up?
mock-up. I know, everyone.
Use the mock-up.
That's what they tell me, but I'm
Use the
like,
mock-up.
this is too pretty.
But you're not using it.
I know. It's just pretty. But that's what it was there for. I know Steve made me finally take apart the mermaid one. But you could keep your mock-ups in the event. Like, always take plenty of pictures too when you're building your wreaths. Take plenty. Like, take them from all different sides, because if you build like the winning wreath where you make it, you post it, it sells. You make it, you post it, it sells. You're gonna want to remember how you did it. So either write down your own little instruction book, or take lots of pictures so you can figure out how did I do that.
So see, Lindy, she's going back in and adding a couple on the inside. Just to see where she can, yeah.
Just the ones that are here.
And then Rosemary said she made her first wreath with a rotary cutter. Never
Yay.
again. Never again. She's going out tomorrow to get a wood burning tool.
You can just use a soldering iron too. And
Okay.
I don't want to confuse, because there's some people who can do it with a soldering iron, because the soldering iron comes with a point.
Yeah.
And you can do that. You know, if the soldering iron is easier for you to find.
Yeah. Well, the wood burning tool comes with a bunch of different tips and points too. So.
It depends.
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone to go out and, you know, buy a wood burning tool at like Michael's, where it might be like super expensive, when you can just get a soldering iron at Lowe's for like $10.
Yeah.
But we have the wood burning tool. It's on the list. On the
Sharon said, "What do you mean when you say 4 layers?"
4 layers. Okay, so when I built the mermaid one that I did yesterday, I had my base layer. So I had the base going, and then when I did the ruffles, I did ruffle and ruffle on top of that. And then you've got your ribbon tails and ribbon, so it was like 4 layers worth of, like this one almost is, but the curls are here. So base, this, ribbon tails, and your half bow. So that's 4 layers of material before you
Yeah. So
finish.
she's sorry. So the base, you put the base on, and then you twist it a couple of times with your pipe cleaners, and then you're adding the next layer on top of that on the pipe cleaners, and then twisting it on again, and then you're adding the next one on, like the curls, twisting it out again. So that's the layers.
Exactly. And then, like when I did the mermaid one, because I put 2 colors next to each other, like I did 2 different color blues, instead of doing 2 different color curls, I just scrunched them together. Technically, I guess you could call that 3. There's just how many different colors of deco mesh / ribbon did I use? So a lot. Because that's what you're trying to emphasize with your customers is, hey, most of our customers don't know the price of ribbon. They don't understand the price of deco mesh.
Yeah.
They don't understand how much time or effort you put into creating this. So it's almost like you have to educate them. This is not a $5 wreath, you know?
Yep.
Like there's somebody in our farmer's market in our city who makes these all day long, but not like this. Theirs, if you hold them up to the light, you can actually see
through
daylight coming through. So I added one here, 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 and right here's where I'm going to add the bow. So let me kind of hold this up so you guys can kind of see it.
Let me zoom out just a bit. There we go.
So that's what it looks like so far. So I think it needs a bow here. And I don't know why, I just have a tendency of starting my bows on the left, the upper left. That's just me though. But we also have these that we're going to be adding. So I have like these little fake plastic strawberries.
Yeah.
And these came in a bag from Michael. So there's 6 of them. So I'm going to be adding little pops of strawberries because they look, I mean, they look real. Like, I think there's 5 of them. So
Sorry,
I think
guys.
there was like, I don't know, what, like 5?
Yeah.
They were like maybe $1 each or something, but if you get them on there, they were like back with all their floral stuff. So I like adding elements, like when I did my lemonade one, I added lemon branches with lemons and the florals.
Sorry
So-
about that, guys. I was trying to zoom in and it switched the camera.
Oh, they got to see you.
No, they got to see our beautiful
Oh.
kitchen decorations.
Gotcha. So we're going to be incorporating these too. That's why I have my glue gun on. So those are there. But the bow, I'm not going to do the big, thick 2.5-inch bow. I'm just going to do, I'm going to leave the strawberry on the top, but I'm going to do this in between the red. So when I build my bow, it's going to be, this will be the bottom, this will be the middle, and the strawberry will be on the top. So it'll be over here. So I think that would complete that.
So I'll move it over a little bit if you want to put the bodega right in front of you.
Okay, well I'm gonna move this so it's out of the way
Okay.
and grab all my pieces. Make sure I have enough of this, or if I need to go grab the other one. Can you go look and see?
Yep.
Here, I'll give you a piece.
I know
So
what
you
you
make sure. Okay, I had 2. I always buy my ribbons in 2. I mean, I could use this. This would work. I will use it. But, and I have tons of my polka dot. And I should have plenty. Yeah, I have a lot of the strawberry left over. So while Steve's going, I will dovetail cut my ends really quick. Is it really? That's it? Are you sure? Like, look in the back how I stacked them. Okay. If not, I'll use this one. It'll just be a short 2-loop bow. Maybe 4. Let's give him a haircut. Grab the Bodabra. How many of you guys have used the Bodabra?
Yeah, all I have is that one. That's too small.
Yeah, that's too small. That's okay though. I'll use this one. I'll just make a smaller bow because I don't think it needs to be huge because everything else is on here. So I'm gonna look because he's gone so I can read the comments. Recently, love the strawberries. Love it. That's so true, Stacy. It's not a $5 wreath. Okay, so I started with the Bodabra, so this is what I'm going to use. And so no, I don't have any more of this, so I must have just got lucky. But it sure would have been nice had I not cut this, because I could have used it together.
Yep.
But I'll figure it out. So I'm going to start with my tail. No, I'm going to start with the red. That might work out good. So I'm going to make a 4-loop with the red. So we have about a 5-inch tail.
Everybody loves the bodega.
I love the Bodabra
Marie,
too.
Marie just said she just bought one. Sandra's got one too. Shirley said she loves the bodabras. She asked for a Pro Bow for Mother's Day.
Did she? I've got to just work on that one.
And then Rosemary is watching. Rosemary Mitchell. Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Rosemary.
And then Kathy said she has tried.
What, the Bodabra?
She tried with the bodega?
And nothing?
I don't know.
Okay. So anyway, you start with your tail. I made a 6-inch tail, so that, because this is going to be the bottom, I'm building it from the bottom up, like a layer cake. And then you want to make sure that you have the right side of your fabric facing down, wrong side facing up, so that when you loop it, you have right side up. And then you're just going to twist it and then push it inside.
Do you want the tail to be plain side down?
Yes,
So you have a plain side up right now.
I want it like this.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, I want that side. I want it the way I had it.
Yep.
So as you can see, it's wrong side here. So as you loop it up and over, you're just going to twist it and push it in. And the only reason you're twisting it when you push it in is so on the next loop, it's wrong side fabric up, so that when you go to drag it over, you have your right side of your bow, which is how you want to see it. So when I tell Steve I'm making a 4-loop bow, I just mean 2 loops on this side and 2 loops on this side.
Yep.
So twist. push
It seems
in.
like everybody loves their Pro Bow Dabra over the Pro Bow.
I think
Stacy,
it's just easier to use.
yeah, Stacy said she bought the Pro Bow too, but she always goes back to the Bow Dabra.
I know.
And then Deborah says she uses the Bow Dabra. She's gonna get ready to try the Pro Bow.
So I'm just going to give this an extra twist. So I've got 2 loops here, 2 loops there, and then a tail. So here's my tail on this side. So that'll be my tail there. So that one's done. And then I'm going to see what we can pull here. So this is nice. I can see exactly how far I can go. So I have a tail here. I've got to start my tail on this side. And this fabric doesn't have a wrong or right side. So you still want to make sure you're putting your twist in it. So this is what we used all Christmas long this year.
Donna says she has the Bow Dabra, debating upon getting a Pro Bow. Not sure yet.
I don't know. I think there's benefits to both. It's just for me, I don't want my bows to look so perfectly symmetrical.
Like they're store bought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's okay. So I don't really have enough. I could go one more time, but then it'd be 3 loop. So, I mean, you could, but I just,
Can you make that one a bit shorter?
no. I'm just going to cut him off.
Oh.
He'll just be an extra piece. So I'm just going to create a 2 with the green. And then I'll do a 2 with the strawberry.
Gotcha.
So that's that. I would do Pro Bow because I think somebody had asked me if we would start doing those in the tutorials, and I just need to use it more.
Yeah.
They're very intimidating because they're so complex.
Hey, Stacy Moss is watching. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
And then Kathy Brown is watching too. I think she was on earlier, but might have jumped off.
Hey, Kathy.
And then Rosemary said she hasn't used her Pro Bow yet, so happy to see you do a bow in it
Oh,
when
you
you're
mean
running
Bow
your
Dabra?
videos. The Pro Bow. Remember when
Oh.
you did your video a
Oh,
while ago?
making basics?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing the same thing here. Just so that it looks like I was intentional in this. Not like, oops, I ran out of material. So I'm just dovetailing all my ends. So,
Need a pipe
these
cleaner?
out of the way. I have a pipe cleaner right here. Red. So,
Yeah, Cheryl said she has both, and she thinks there's a place for both. Just depends
I
upon.
do. I really do. I just, if I'm looking for a particular size with the Bow Dabra, I think I'm stuck to whatever the pegs will allow me to make. If I needed something a little bit
The
smaller.
Pro Bow. Yeah.
The Pro Bow, yeah. I can't custom put it in the area that I want, but this one I can. So I'm just gonna make sure those don't come undone. And
You
then
want to scrunch it down?
you could. Do you guys ever use this on your Bow Dabra? The little piece? Or do you just leave it in there and put your bow on top? Because it's actually designed to smash your ribbon to pinch your pinch tighter so that it should compress it and stay that way.
Yep.
Sometimes you can use it, sometimes you don't. So as you can see, it's got a really nice compressed, squishy look to it.
It's got a good pinch to it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring that around and just twist it, and then use the bow to twist it while my hand just holds the twist part. So, and then I'll attach this to the wreath.
Kathy said she just scrunches it.
What do you mean, just pushes it all
I think
in
so,
there?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You can do that too.
but you can. So I'm going to take this pipe cleaner and I'm going to twist it really, really well so that it doesn't come out, because this is right where I'm going to put my bow. Push it down, move this one kind of out of the way a little bit, and then push my bow all the way through, just like so.
Hi Tammy, neighbor Tammy's on.
Hi Tammy. So it's through my wreath form.
Do you want to show them on the back?
Oh, just right here.
Yep.
So now, since it's secured, now I can position my bow anywhere I want it to go. And just fluff my loops. Usually I pull my tails to the outside because I don't want it covering my sign. So I'm just gonna take these, move them so the tails will stay at the bottom and not fight their way to the top. It's weird having just the one loop, but take my tail, move it down, trying to put the green in between the red, just like so. Move my tails. I guess I should move all my tails before I start fluffing anything. But here's that. Here's that to the outside. You need to go in here, back up here, move you over to the side, so that you have this. I'm gonna do these really quick. So when you run your fingers underneath your ribbons, they just kind of fan out. So they should flip the way you want. And then now I can fix this a little better. Like so, move, fluff, twist. I think I want you over on that side. Move you closer this way.
So you just keep playing with the bow until you get it to how you like it.
Yeah. And the, whatchamacallit, the curls are kind of in the way. You can just move them to the side if you want and drag them where you want them to go. What are you doing?
Poor Giles, he's getting sick again.
Oh, Giles. So just like this, fluff my little tails that I had there, spin it around so I can actually see it on this side, because I want to. I'll pull it down a little bit this way, so it's facing more of the wreath and not straight up and down. 1, 2, here's the other one. Move, move, move. Fluffing, fluffing, fluffing. Probably should have pulled one of the, I think I know what I'm gonna put right here, because to me it just seems like I'll probably pull the bow down, but I don't want it to hide my sign. But let me look, see what the smallest one is. There's this curl, that's why. There's a curl in the way. Pull you forward.
So she's still playing with her bow, just to get it right.
Moving it forward, but not too much. So like, this also helps to actually hold it up and look at it the way that it would be on your door. And then I think what I'm gonna do is just come in here with like little pops of
Couple strawberries.
Yeah, like maybe, I don't know, maybe down in here.
Looks pretty nice.
I like the bow though. It just needs to get fanned out more.
Yeah.
Like
What do you guys
how
think?
you have the tails out.
Love it? Like it so far?
And then make sure these are all done.
She's already got her glue gun
Yeah.
hot.
So I might just add like a couple strawberries, like maybe over in here.
Yeah, as long as you don't hide the sign.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why I was like You can kind of put it, well, maybe off that side a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple down here.
Hmm. And you can just glue the strawberries right onto the Deco mesh.
Yeah, it works really, really well. But
Deco mesh looks like it's like a net.
I'm just looking at like where I want them to go. Like how do I want them in there? Because this is weird. They don't have like a stem. So I just don't want them to just be like stuck somewhere. But I definitely want to see them. Like it needs something here, I think. Or here. No?
Jane said, "How cute is that?" Sandra Seagrass put a bunch of little strawberries up there.
What? Oh, she.
You gotta love the embellishments. Kat loves using little embellishments. Everyone. On the
No, you said that she put like little strawberry icons.
Oh, yeah.
Emoticons up there.
Yeah, Sandra did.
See, that's cute. And I think I want to add them to the bottom and
Probably
maybe
just
a couple
like 3
to
or
the
4,
side.
huh? Yeah.
Well, there's only 5, so there's no point in me trying to keep 1 or 2. So
Yep.
this is where you make an executive decision, and you just start sticking them to random places. So I want this one to hold right there. I'm gonna stick one on the other side. So generous amounts of glue. Generous.
Looks like
amounts of
Sheila
glue.
Fortner jumped back on, and Pam Barrett did too, and then Christine Shoup is watching. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I was gonna say we have 3. See, if I add one up here though, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's
gonna
kind of
hide the
blends in.
sign.
It blends in too.
So I was thinking down here on the bottom, somewhere,
Yeah.
like down here.
Yeah,
that
just
you
on the
still
Deco
see
mesh.
it. Mhm. Yeah, because we can't really add it up here, but I added the 2 to the side, so I'll just add 3 to the bottom.
Do you need another acoustic?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to add this one. And about here. Let me move my glue off of it. Like Steve says, the nice thing about the Deco mesh is glue and Deco mesh work really well together. Thank you.
Don asked, would you add any in the bow?
I
don't-
thought
I
about
don't think-
it, but it's like the strawberries are too big.
Yeah.
I think they just blend with the other ones, and that kind of covers our sign.
This is just where your creative kind of
Play with it a
juices
little
play with
bit.
it. Get it? Creative juices like strawberry.
Yeah. Like what?
And creative juices like strawberry juice.
Oh, you're funny. Okay.
Yeah, this is where you just put them wherever you want to, wherever you think it looks good.
Exactly. So I have one more left, so I'll play. Did I move that? Oh yeah, I did. I don't know. But
Maybe
now-
on the top right somewhere.
top right, like here.
Yeah.
Then it looks funky, because it's like it almost needs to be out, because the way it would hang, would be like they would fall down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I agree. It almost needs something, and it would just look odd if it was like that.
No, maybe like just like this. Yeah, maybe just like that. Like that.
Then it hides the sign. Or
Okay.
maybe off to no. It's that farmer's market sign thing. Like you can do them off to the side. Maybe we'll do it like that. I just attach it to the Deco mesh coil
On the
that's right
back.
there.
There you go.
And then I'll hide the sign, the pipe cleaner for the sign. So copious amounts of glue. And then what did I say? I was gonna do it like this to hide the pipe cleaner. So I'm just gonna let it stick.
Hi Donna. Hi Deborah. Looks like they just jumped back on. Lou said, "So love it."
Okay, so. Oh, we don't have our door.
Oh, I'll go get it.
Normally we bring the door like right behind us. We've been doing that more lately, adding the door to the back to show you what it looks like on an actual door. And yes, I have an actual door for my pictures. You know why? Because you can have your husband attempt to build one and buy all the lumber, or you can just go out and buy a ready-made door for like 40 bucks. And then you use it for your props for all your pictures.
Yeah, that was about 60 bucks. But...
This one, I think this is like 47.
Yeah.
Oop, my strawberry's not glued on all the way yet. He's still setting. Stay. It needs to still stay. It's not quite glued yet. These ones stayed. Okay, if he falls out, I'll just glue him back on.
Yep.
But that's what it looks like. So I want to make sure I'm not in your way. So these are the pictures you would take. And remember, Instagram or Etsy lets you post up to 10 pictures. Take all 10 if you can. So like what I would do would be a big picture focusing on cut out as much of this as you can because you don't want white space. You really want the customer to like, ooh, that looks interesting. So one big picture of the whole, then I come off to the side and I'll take a side view so the customer can see how thick it is, but still see kind of part of the other. I'll do it on the other side. I'll take a picture of the bow. I'll take pictures of the little strawberries. Take pictures of the ribbon, the little half tails. Anything that you really want the customer to notice is what you're going to want to play to, because you only have that, split second where the customer's got to make a decision between purchasing a wreath from you or someone else. So yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Yep. Sandra said, love it, very pretty. Deanna said, very nice. Connie said you could go to a Habitat for Humanity and pick up a door really cheap. Didn't know that.
There you go. Or
That's awesome.
just go to your what is it, Goodwill, Salvation Army or something like that.
Yep. And then Kathy said, love the strawberries that are hanging below the bow.
Yeah, those ones look really cute.
Donna said,
right
so
there.
beautiful. Love watching you both make a great team. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. And next week, Wednesday, I think we're going to do business class. So we're going to finish doing the rest of our Etsy store setup. And then we'll move back to a wreath tutorial. And then we'll do another business class. And then at the end of the month, we're going to work on trying to do a group one where I'll have you guys have like one red, one white, one blue 10-inch deco mesh. Your choice of pick 2 ribbons that you think coordinate with those colors. And if you want a sign, get a sign or embellishments. And then we'll kind of all do it together.
Vi said, looks great. And Gail said her 13-year-old just said, that's nice.
Aw, very cool.
Did you want to show them the craft room?
Oh yeah, you want to see what Steve's been working on for me? I'll
Yep.
take you on a tour of the craft room.
Okay.
Is it clean?
I think so.
It's like, maybe it is.
Just have to watch the secret,
Just walk,
the boxes, the
step over Giles.
crates.
Oh yeah. So, this is what he's done in my craft room. So he's basically put all these bins, which we got at the Dollar Tree store. So it just has stuff in it, like this just has all my ribbons and rope.
Yep.
Does that work?
Well, the other light was really bright if you want to point it down. There you go.
And then this is like all my supplies, so like your Betty Crocker scissors. This just has the Deco mesh tubing.
Yep.
And then this just has embellishments. These are all like the funky frames. These are all my 14-inch. Because I told him I wanted a pegboard. These are all signs.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff's like Halloween and fall.
And you can show them the closet.
Yeah.
Hi, Victoria.
So this is what he did to my closet. So it's all 21-inch, 10-inch, 10-inch, my wreath frames, fall and whatever. So I'm pretty stocked on Deco mesh for a little while.
Hi, Victoria. She's late, but she said.
See? And then it just continues over here.
Yep.
So 5.5, 10, 10, and 21. So this is what he's been doing.
Yep.
Fixing my craft room.
Frances said she needs a door.
She needs a door for her props?
Yep.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. And if you have any questions, feel free, email me, message me. You guys are in my private group, so you get to bug me. You can message me. You can email me. You can send me pictures. That's what I'm here for, is for the group.
Yep.
My private group.
Vi
So,
said, wow, looks fantastic.
I know. And see my ribbon wall?
Oh, yeah. Sheila said, I love it. She's so glad she joined the group. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
See, and I can spin
You
it around.
said, great job. Kathy said, and my daughter thought I had too much.
Yeah, there's my ribbon wall.
Yep.
So that's on my ribbon.
And then Sandra said, "Wow, that's amazing. Great job, Steve."
Good job.
It's all for her, not for me.
Yeah, until our 19-year-old moves out, then we can take the whole room over.
Yep. Marie, Donna, they all said, "Awesome. Looks
Good
great."
job.
Yep. Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I will talk to you on Friday.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.